So what do you think, buddy? We're gonna start picking beans today, and you're gonna be at school.
That's fine.
It's fine. Why do you have your pajamas on?
Because it's pajama party.
Having a pajama party at school. Well, I'm excited to start picking beans, and I hope you have a good day at school today, okay?
I'm excited to pick beans too.
Yep. Maybe we'll see you after school today, okay?
Okay.
Okay. For like a town of 220 people, school sure makes it like Grand Central Station in the morning. So this morning it's right about 65 degrees. It's been breezy all night long, so usually that keeps the dew off, so we should be able to get started pretty soon, if not right now, but everything's at the shop right now, and so we're gonna probably get it round up, get a couple things organized, and then we'll take it out to the field, and we're gonna see how things roll. So that's what I assume the plan is right now. We'll go talk to Tom and Dad and figure out the real plan. So we kind of had our powwow, and we decided we're gonna go behind the house here. They might be ready to go. It'd be a good field to get started out on in case we need to work some kinks out of anything. We won't be too far from our shop. So I'm gonna back up. It's got a bridge that we gotta cross, so I'm gonna, before I hook up to the bean head, I'm gonna drag it across the creek here. That way I don't have to worry about crossing that bridge. Damn it. See, I can maybe cross it. We do it with the corn head, but we're 5 feet wider with the bean head. And so just getting across this bridge is a little more tricky, especially where it kind of goes like this. Sometimes you don't get enough height or clearance. By Goodyear. So the issue we got is this pivot's here, this ditch. Hopefully I don't know if I'll be able to maneuver this or not, but it's the only option we got. I think I'm gonna go down here and move this pivot over. If I can move it just a few feet over, I should get enough room. We'll have to move it back. We gotta move it around quite a bit actually, because it still sits out in the field. He hasn't shut his well off. So Dad hasn't shut his well off. So what that means is when I turn this on, it turns his well on. And it sends water down the, so I'm gonna make him do it so he can take his gator, because the well is originally clear over there because back in the day, this was all gravity irrigated by pipe. That was like the original well set down, I think, in the 50s. Used to water everything back here, but now there's another well over there. I'll have him move this pivot out of the way, then we should be able to get started. Looks like we'll have some green stems to start out here with, which is normal. Just slows you down a little bit. Dad's gonna go get that done. He's good at gator jobs. So how's this for management? Brother Tom just said, hey, you know we got a truck full of corn back there? It's a nice little bonus that we didn't realize. The kids cleaned out the bins a couple weeks ago, and we forgot to haul that in. Well, at least we'll get it dumped this morning. he's got the... Okay, the first thing I want to do is figure out my combine settings. Make sure I'm set up for beans. So what I'm doing now is you come in here and it's got a default setting for soybeans, and right now I entered that, and now it's just going through and adjusting everything to go to that default setting. My fan speed, my chaffer clearance, my sieve clearance, rotor speed, and threshing clearance. That way it's a good place to start. And then I'll start here, kind of see how it looks after a while, then we'll go from there. There's two. So I ain't gonna make any significant adjustments right now. I'm gonna let the combine kind of get set here a little bit more. Biggest thing is I'm not leaking huge amounts somewhere. We're getting a few green pods, which we're gonna get in these type of beans because they're still green on the bottom. But I think they're dry, so you don't wait for every bean to get dry. Hey, the reinforcements showed up. So what we're running into is we got beans that are dry physically. It's just the further west we're going in this field, it's just getting too wet. Material's getting too wet, and it's just on the border, and it's really gumming up some things. So we're gonna move to the field we kind of originally wanted to go to, which is a shorter season bean, and we'll kind of see how those are gonna go. But at least we kind of got things dialed in a little bit to get started on the next field.
We're gonna have to turn these around probably before we put the heads on them. 10 4. Or maybe you can use the gator, maybe that'd be more maneuverable to get them turned around.
Nope, let's move to the next field. I guess my brother already took off, so I'm behind the game.
626, simply just building connections
we're getting our angle set here with the field. We usually go at an angle with our rows just because it helps the head feed better.
Are we taking this to Overton?
Along the cutter bar.
Yes.
For those of you new to the channel, might be a good time now to introduce ourselves, or at least kind of the crew, even though they're not going to stand in front of the camera here. I'm Rob O'Neill. And that combine over there is my oldest brother, Tom O'Neill. In the carts, Dad, Steve O'Neill. And up there in that truck is little brother John O'Neill. We got a couple older guys, Daryl and Gordon, that kind of are with us most of the time, and then we got a few others that come and go when we need them most. So then our wives also help us harvest. They'll be running trucks and maybe a cart. It was a little windy. So as you can probably see, we got some green leaves still on these. Most people think they're going to be probably all brown when we're harvesting, but if we come over here, we're going to see that they're, testing right around that 11 range right in this area. Been running a lot of 12s. 10 to 15 is what this field is ranged. We want to try to get that around that 13% mark, if not a little higher, because you start taking in beans below 10%, you kind of start losing your volume and your total yield. You're giving up just in that moisture weight. I heard supper's here, so I look forward to that. Score one for the home team. Let you get you on. So you ever have one of those flavors that you'll know you always remember that person by, or it reminds you of that person? That cookie's definitely one of my mom's. Thank you, Mom. Now we can make sure this guy's moving. But I seen something over here. Don't need this. Just needed to move these pivots out of the way. Yeah, not much room there. Just hold up here too. Look at this cute little light. It lights up his little John Deere icon. May not be the best drapers, but by gosh, they're the coolest. So we got the 3 trucks full that we were using, and this car will probably be about half full. We got to take a truck to Kenworth in the morning. It's got something wrong with its shifter, but we're not using that one right now. We got this field done, which is solid, and I don't know exactly how it did, but just kind of according to rough loads, it did fairly well. So it's been a great start to Harvest 21 so far, and I really appreciate you stopping by, and we'll catch you on the next one. See you guys.